Peace to the fam. Abdul Kul Tafalatat. Wabazung. Gamaferigum. Shilel Kulum. I am in the love of all, and all love is in me. I am a part of all, and all is a part of me. I am one with all, and all is one with me. I can succeed as a part of all and fail as an individual. I can be all that I wish in all as long as my wish is to stay in all. I am never alone. All is, I am. All can, I can. All does, I do. Istinje ilaku. We honor and respect the masters that came before us and strive to follow their example. Honesty to myself and others at all times. Humility in thoughts, words, and deeds of those above and beneath me. Patience, I will put the needs of others before that of my own. Sincerity, I will fear only my lack of sincerity. Peace. What's that, family? Who saw The Matrix? I won't get started right with that right there. What up, Stephanie? What up, Amira? Lucy's in the building. What up, Cheryl? Miss Woods. What's up, Veronica? Carletta, Benita, Firewater. What up? We're getting ready to go to that Creole spot. Absolutely. Can I get y'all to share this video? Please identify yourself. I'm Coach Kyer, Team Taurus, Detroit, Michigan. Holla at your boy. I see Team Gemini in Ohio, Team Pisces in the house, and I want as many of y'all. What's up, Trill Alchemy? What up, Let's Talk Magic? What it do? Keep It Simple Astrology. What up, Moon Magic? What up, Prosperity 365? Shouts out to my chain gang. You know what I'm saying? My chain gang is deep out here. And 2019, the fiscal year, happy fiscal new year if you're just not catching Coach. But I want to talk about The Matrix. How many of y'all saw The Matrix? If you gonna share this video, if you have shared this video, press 2. If you saw The Matrix, press 1. If you're gonna share the video and you saw The Matrix, press 21 or 12. All right. Invite some people. If you were a fan of The Matrix, if you're familiar with the blue pill, the red pill, Neo, Morpheus, Trinity, all of that, Mr. Smith, please, please, please press 1 and then press 2. If you invited someone, if you on YouTube, what it do, don't forget to subscribe. All right. And interdimensional travel. That's kind of like my point. I'm getting straight to that. So tonight is going to be part 2. I'm having a radio broadcast. It's Wednesday, part 2 on Blog Talk Radio blogtalkradio.com/coach. Not coach, just Kyer. But if you just scroll through my page, you'll see the link. If you're on YouTube, you'll see the link below. If you miss it, if you missed the live, just come back. So last week I had a conversation with Brother Kalinde Ayi, who is probably one of the foremost researchers concerning mushrooms, psilocybin, entheogens, which are plants or organisms on the planet that, to me, free the mind up. Because to me, the mind is trying to hold us hostage as much as it can, right? And of course, anytime somebody comes up with something like, oh, here's something for the cure for cancer or blah, 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 you know, people, they make money off of keeping you in bondage. So today I want to just let y'all know tonight we're going to be talking about that further, but I want to talk about it by myself for a second, because when Brother Kalinde comes on, like, he goes all the way ham. If you listened to the show last week, please press 3 because you watched it last week. What up, Kristen? Laquita's in the building. Yeah, what up, KD? So somebody's always, you know, like, they don't want you to know about good food that's going to help your body and help you prevent you from, you know, getting right. Or you can drink some water or take some mugwort or whatever to increase your memory, or use this particular medallion to protect you from harm's way, or connecting with the gods and so on and so forth, right? So, what up, Shantae Sky? Team Cancer is in the building. Thank you, Cheryl. Thanks everybody for sharing, and thanks everybody who knows about The Matrix, right? So I'm gonna jump right. Tell us what's up. We're getting ready to talk about it. Tell us you can definitely jump in tonight too, if you would like to. The call-in number is going to be on the site, so everybody can jump in. So let's talk about it. In The Matrix, it was not a movie; it was a documentary. The Matrix was all about interdimensional travel. And the telephone was the main means of how they were traveling between dimensions. And this is my breakdown. I'm going to go further into it tonight. You ain't missed nothing yet. You just got here. Could somebody please copy the title of this and post it back in here so I can keep up with it? I want to go specifically with what I typed. Now I done welcomed everybody and said, did all my shout outs. I kind of like got off the subject, but I know we're talking about mushrooms, the mind, interdimensional travel, interdimensional travel, mushrooms, and the mind, right? And so on the phone, when we were looking at the Matrix, they would always travel from the reality Neo was in to the training ground that Neo was in, right? And they would, once he got to the training ground and they needed to get back into the regular mundane, I'm going to call what Neo was doing before he took the pill, I'm going to label that as the illusion. And I'm going to label them being on the ship, Zion, what up, Justin, as the reality. Because in the reality, they could dodge bullets. They could train. They could just upload in a second. And these things could happen for them, right? But this red pill that he chose to take all of a sudden opened his mind to all these possibilities. That sounds like an entheogen. What's that? Entheogen? Entheogen? Help me out, Firewater. And it opened up his mind to all these possibilities. And at the beginning, what did Neo do to everything that he encountered initially? He resisted. Because his mind was the enemy. His mind was like, I'm in control. So most people, me included, I used to be like that. I was like, I need my mind. My mind got to run things. My mind got to make decisions. My mind has to process. Is that you? Have you ever felt like that? Or is that you now? Let me process it. Have you ever said them phrases? Let me process it. Let me think about it. Hold on. This is too much at one time. If that's any of you have said that, press 5 right now. Let me see if that's anybody, if you keeping up, like where your mind had to think about things before you make a move. Or you were taught that, where you taught that you were supposed to think things through before you went ahead and moved on it. But the mind, what I have learned lately, is to become wise. The mind is here to observe and become wise, not decide for me. I'm supposed to be moving from my gut. I'm supposed to be moving from my gut. If I take care of my the wisdom is when I use my magic to set up protection around me. You know what I'm saying? This is the wisdom. I'm like, oh, I need to align myself with an elephant deity. Why would I align myself with an elephant deity that removes obstacles? You know why? Because if I'm gonna be moving from the gut and follow my instincts and let my mind just be the observer, I'm gonna need some protection out here. I'm gonna need some higher end magic than just doing whatever. But the mind will get you. The mind, for most of us, has been infected with fear, anxiety, doubt, all these other low energies. Here we go. Thank you, Evina. Let me pin that. Okay, here we go. The Matrix, mushrooms, interdimensional travel. What's the catch? Is the mind to hold up? There we go. What up, Muggs? Hanif is in the building. Hey, Asia. Peace. Khadijah, what it do? Yeah, I say, let my spirit marinate on it. Ooh, let my spirit marinate on it. What you marinating on it for? Your spirit is saying, well, come on, let's move. Come on, let's do something. But then your mind says, wait, you can't be. What if this happens? What if that happens? If you just got here, please press 2 if you're going to share the video. Share the video on your timeline. Somebody else needs to hear about this. So in the Matrix, we all were Neo at first. But we really, and a lot of us choose the blue pill to say, let me go on back to sleep. Let me stay here in this particular illusion versus you showing me the reality, right? And so when these entheogens come in, whether it was Now, I do not promote no acid. I ain't promoting really nothing, but I want y'all to listen with your ears and observe with your mind. I don't even want you to think. I do kind of challenge the way the positions that people hold, but I definitely am not endorsing no damn LSD. That's crazy. I ain't never tried. I'm scared. I definitely ain't messing with no acid. You know what I'm saying? I ain't messing with none of that. But them mushrooms, I'm a detective on that right now, as far as what the scientists are saying, what the shamans are saying, what the martial artists are saying, and what it's saying to me directly, because I'm an experimenter. I got to go and find out for myself. You see what I'm saying? And so we're often in our heads way too much. And when you're in your head too much, your mind says, hey, I like being in control. Who don't really like being in control? But then when you start giving the power over from your mind down to your gut to move, following your instincts and following your Dantian, the power's not in your mind. The power is down here. Solar plexus, down here in the root. Everything below the heart is where the power is at. So, yeah, I don't want no synthetic nothing. Me personally, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no synthetic psilocybin. No, it was because it ain't organic. It's not, you know, this is where I get halfway vegan on y'all. I want the organic technology. I don't want the synthetic technology if I can get it. You feel what I'm saying? Cheryl says, anytime I overthink things, I suffer abdominal issues and anxiety for sure. Definitely fear factors. Amira says she loves mushrooms. Now, Amira, we talking about not the mushrooms on the food now. I'm talking about the magic mushrooms that you don't need too many of. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody has some experience with the mushrooms, press 8, because I call it 8 dimensions. Like we're getting all the way through, right? So thanks everybody who just came through, talking about the matrix, mushrooms, interdimensional travel. So Neo basically is moving from the illusion or what he thought was reality to another reality through the phone line. Through the phone line. Remember the glitch? They left the phone off the hook so things could travel through there. This is why I was telling y'all during the eclipse, stand down from doing rituals, because that portal is a little more open, but more things could travel through there, and you could get caught up with too many glitches. Like, I don't want to be on the line when there's a lot of dark arts being practiced. That's the point of standing down during eclipses, because there's more people who know what they're doing dark magic, than there are people who know what they're doing practicing light magic or white magic. I don't want to deal with anybody who's practicing. I don't want to be in the same area. You know, if you smoke crack, you smoke crack. I ain't gonna try to stop you, but I ain't gonna be in the same place with you drinking my water while you smoking crack. Go ahead, you got that. I'm gonna let you smoke all your crack, get you out the way, do your heroin, go on, move out the way. You out of dope, then I'll come back and practice what I'm doing, my love, meditation, all that right there. I got some 8s on here. The link for the show is in my profile. Bill Wong, what it do? If you like coffee to 20%, I just learned about this today. They make their coffee with mushrooms and you won't get high though. Yeah, I got some coffee. I have some mushroom coffee that has the lion's mane in it, but I don't think that's the one with the psilocybin in it. Okay? Yeah, I don't think so, because I got some. It does get me really focused. And thank you for the link. And Khadijah, can you put that in my inbox for me? I might go check that out. But anyway, and Muggs, when somebody says, oh, let me just go try some mushrooms, don't do that. Let me tell you something. Don't you just go out there and say, let me cop some mushrooms and try that like it's some weed or like it's some coke or like it's some alcohol or whatever. Don't do that. Don't do that. You better be in the proper setting. Can somebody please type #proper setting? When you're doing interdimensional travel, it's safe, it's wise when you first go to have proper settings. So can somebody say #proper settings? Don't you just jump out there. Man, I'm curious. Let me just jump out there. That could sort of happen, but that ain't what you want to do. Me, personally, I wouldn't do it. No. Hey, I don't got nothing to do with you got some shrooms coming in today. I don't want to hear that. This is like shrooms are still a category 1 drug. Okay, magic mushrooms, they don't want you messing with that. Like, you can get a charge. So I don't know. I'm talking about, all this is theory we're talking about right now. Okay, I ain't telling nobody to go get nothing. I ain't telling nobody nothing is coming. Don't be sitting on there talking about I got something. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna keep on moving. So, proper setting. So, Neo's on the line. Morpheus is telling him on the phone, get on the floor, walk this way, turn that way, wait, do this, do that. Then he finally meets Morpheus. Morpheus says, which pill you want? He picks the red pill. Boop. Bam. The journey begins, right? He meets Morpheus and everybody on a ship all of a sudden. And he starts learning these new realities. He has just traveled interdimensionally. We are super, super trained to not travel interdimensionally. We think there's one dimension. That's what all the religions are for. All the religions, they're not evil. They are restrictive. Religions are restrictive. First 2 letters is R-E. They want you to keep on repeating. They don't want you to EV. They don't want you to evolve. They want you to repeat. Revelations. What? Ain't no Revelations is just a repeat performance. Religions want to restrict you and keep you repeating. That's it. They want you to think it's one dimension. They want you to believe, fight for, and defend. You only live once. Boy, they don't want you to think nothing about no reincarnation. They don't want you to think about no past lives. They don't want you to think about you can come back. They don't want you thinking about nothing. They don't mind it. They gotta let you have higher beings, angels. They don't mind that, but they gonna try to get you to think it's one dimension and you got one lifetime and then you die and then it's over. But what did Morpheus teach Neo? Or what did Neo learn himself? That was all bull crap. Neo was like, oh, that's bull crap. I'm in this other dimension. And then he learned, messing with Morpheus and Trinity and everybody else, how to do fabulous things. Jump buildings, dodge bullets. And when the time comes, you won't have to dodge bullets. Team Sag, I see you. What up, Meek? So he was able to traverse the multiverse, the dimensions at will. But he stayed when Matrix 2 and 3 came. He was on the ship. He was on the ship all the time. Dressed like this. You know what I'm saying? With just no labels, no nothing. But when he went back down into the illusion, he went back pimped out. He had the black shades on, the black leather. Everybody was pimped out when they went back. It was just fresh. Gucci down, whatever. Matrix down. They was fresh when they came back down here. You know what I'm saying? They really looked like something. But when they was on the ship, they was just like looking like Zuckerberg because everybody's mind was free. The mind was free to observe. You want your mind to be free to observe, to become wise. But if your mind is shackled, then your mind will shackle you. Remember the straw boss? The straw boss during slavery he was a slave too, but he just had more authority than you. So he told you you couldn't run. He told you you couldn't get away. He told you the master was treating you well. All of that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? He had you thinking that you can't travel interdimensionally. You have to go to church. We have to be with one religion, one dimension, only here. Jesus come down every now and then. So, no, the phone number is not 919. Gabrielle, can you retype that with the right phone number for me? Yes. It's tonight at 8 o'clock though. We're gonna get all the way in. Chris and Lightning is in the building. Salute. So the interdimensional travel, when you see people coming back with like the Apple, Steve Jobs was on mushrooms or some type of because Steve Jobs comes back and think different. That's the key to Apple. That's their phrase, think different. How do they think different? Because they were in another zone, right? Meditation puts you in another place. Consistent meditation puts you in another place. Consistently not meditating keeps you where? Jacked up in this place, in this illusion, this one dimensional. You can't even, I don't even call this 3D no more. If you just think that this is it, then you just operating on a 1D. But some of us have had dreams, experiences, all types of stuff where you just like, wait a minute, it's got to be some other things. How did I get here? This is so real. You ever had a dream where you was like, this is so real, but it wasn't the crib that you normally stay in? Press 3 if you know about, I had a dream or I had an experience in my mind, in my headspace, or maybe my whole body. If you had something, an experience where you felt the whole thing was somewhere else and it was absolutely real, press 3. But then you, quote unquote, woke up and then you labeled and put dream on it. You was like, oh, it was just a dream. Why? Because your mind been programmed to tell you, yo, that ain't real. Ain't nobody on the other side of that wall. The life is good over here. That was only a dream. Don't focus on that right there. You'll never be able to get there. Don't do that. Let's play the what ifs though. The free thinker, the free stomach follower is like, what you mean? What if it is like that? What if I just got a glimpse? What if I got a glimpse? But we can't sustain and stay over there. But maybe I'm supposed to get me some information and bring it back so I can start merging the two. Because this place here, what I call the BS reality, it could be illusional. I know it's a holograph. I know it's a computer program, but it's a real computer program and it's a real hologram. Over here, where I'm at in my chamber, that's real too. And I'm trying to make these adjustments over here so these right here can get together. However the phrase is going to be, whatever, so we can do some things. It just makes sense. I feel like it was real. Absolutely. Everybody's putting these 3s up. Ah, there we go. That's the phone number for the night. 917-889-3803. Call in at 8 o'clock. 917-889-3803. It would be cool if I wrote that down, but it's just up there. That's the phone number, right? 917-889-3803. blogtalkradio.com/Khayr. That's tonight at 8 o'clock. All right. So how do you get over that? First off, that's why to me meditation is so important. You need to be meditating so you can start to realize the tricks the mind is playing. You have to start confessing that the mind is playing tricks on me. Right. Several realities are existing at once. Can you go and tell your mind, shut the freak up? Yes, it is operating like this. Yes, it is. You a liar. Tell your mind, I want to write a book called The Art of the Well-Played Shut the F Up. Sometimes you got to tell your mind to shut up. That delusion that it's giving you, because now you're not able to travel interdimensionally like that. You jacked up. Waves into particles. There we go. I needed my 2 of diamonds to throw me a little bit. That's what a lot of these sessions, these healing sessions that we have, Tantra is something that's going to help you get past these emotional blocks, mental blocks, and often physical blocks of you and your conditioning. That's what Tantra means, liberation. So what do you, if Tantra means liberation, what are you a slave to? Your mind. Your mind. Amina says you're going to go back to your roots and discuss Tantra and shrooms more in depth tonight or not. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. But we're going with something that people can relate to. The Matrix. If you seen The Matrix and you interested in mushrooms and you ain't never heard Kalindi, then you should definitely come back through. I was blessed to sit down with the brother this week, like off air, off camera, off radio. Good gracious is all I can say. Lord have mercy. Yeah, like when you say he a bad boy, like a bad man, master teacher, I can't describe the word. So yes, tonight, in depth. If you just see his name, you should just put in depth behind it. He don't have a shallow. I'm doing the shallow right now, so I don't got to even say all this on the show this evening. This is the shallow. I'm just giving you the introduction. But if you want to go deeper than this, that's going to be reserved for 8 o'clock tonight. That's it. The matrix equals the weave, right? Tantra equals weaving, right? So for me, I never say let's destroy the matrix. I say let's master the way we come and go. Master the way you navigate. Master the way you navigate. I'm a navigational assistant. Spiritual navigation made easy. Woo! Gabrielle, I think that's it for the new website. Spiritual navigation made easy. That's me. That's me. That's like, yo, spiritual navigation made easy. Can somebody inbox me that? Love when I catch the channel. Y'all like that? Spiritual navigation made easy. That's what you get when you're dealing with Coach. I'm trying to make it easy for you. Trying to bring it from high level to eye level. That might be it too. Spiritual navigation made easy. From high level to eye level. Or from high level to eye level, spiritual navigation made easy. I like the second one. Amina, what do you think? Gabrielle, what do you think? Anna, what do you think? Firewater, what do you think? Oh, I see the word trademark. Okay. Bill Wan, you already got my original spiritual GPS. Ooh. I hope somebody's writing this down so they can text it to me because I'm in the middle of the download. So, and I don't want to have to go all the way back. But anyway, just come on tonight at 8 o'clock, y'all. There is more than one dimension. Tonight, one of my big questions tonight I'm going to ask is, what's the difference between a universe and a multiverse? They even get us with the wording of the things that we use. We be like, oh, the universe. Oh, the uni means one. I don't want to, what you mean? Uni means one, multi means many. So there's many multiverse, there's several universes. Yes, thank you, Gabrielle, I got it. So, what up, Atia Johnson? Thanks for joining. If you just got here, press 2 if you're going to share the video. I'm Coach Khayr, Team Taurus. I'm in Detroit, Michigan right now. And tonight's radio show is going to be at 8 o'clock, 917-889-3803. That's where we're going to be at to talk about more about the matrix, mushrooms, entheogens. I'm going to be asking about DMT. A lot of y'all like, oh, I just want the DMT. DMT is naturally in the body. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about some of these things that are naturally in us that we're not tapping into. We're not tapping into. And we also want to tap into responsibility. Marvel and DC. What you mean, Bill Wan? What you talking about? Yeah, Marvel and DC. We're going to definitely be talking more about Doctor Strange tonight because we need more Doctor Stranges. Yes. Tonight is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Because Doctor Strange, what do they do on all of these things? You see all these, why is Marvel doing so well with all these comic book characters? Because we go to them and spend our money with them because it feels too real for us. DMT, the ultimate convincer. Praise white Jesus. Right? All these cartoons and comic books, you see people traveling through many dimensions. And we don't stand up and be like, I'm leaving. That's some bull crap. We like, I'm buying a ticket. I'm going to see this next Avengers. I'm going to see Iron Man. I'm going to see Doctor Strange. I'm going to see Thor. I'm going to see Hulk. I'm going to see all of this. We're going to run through these characters out here. Meek said there's a DMT series on Netflix. But the mind says, well, you know, what would Jesus say? What would your mom and them say? They're going to call you a druggie. They're going to call you this and that. And you know what? All the other stuff, they were right. When we was abusing the blunt, abusing the bud, we was smoking too much, when we were drinking too much, when you was messing with that powder, when you was doing all this other crazy stuff, you was a druggie. But now they're using all that to be like, oh, here's the one you should have been dealing with. Like, boom, now look at these flowers. See that? All of this up in here is what you was dealing with. That wasn't good for you. But then look at this right here. Finally got something good for you. is close to the same family, the other things you were abusing. So the mind and people around you whose mind is in prison are going to tell you, oh, look at him, he's still doing the same thing. Oh, look at him. That's their mind being trapped off. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. They got the info for Dr. Strange from Baba Kalende. We're going to talk about that tonight, too. Firewater, you going to be on there? Gia. Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm getting all type of treats. Whew, that was a big one right there in my inbox. All right, so that's the end for me today. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. What do you think about your mind? Do you think that there are other dimensions? And do you think there are ways for you to travel to other dimensions and get big time revelations? Because now there's a book called Psychedelic Gospels that's talking about how Jesus, all these religions was founded on these mushrooms. What if your religion came from this organic technology? And you out here going hookity poppity wapity, you know what I'm saying, over some spirit, but actually it was a spore that could travel through space on a meteorite that decided to take home on the planet when the conditions were right, and then start teaching human beings. Because last week we already talked about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did all this technology start getting into man to build things? Because a mushroom can't lift up no rocks. It can't use no laser pointer. It can't do that. But it can supply you the technology. We walking around the Sahara Desert, look down. We hungry. We gatherers and hunters, and we look down and see this mushroom growing because we following the herd. The cow hit the manure. We following the cows around. All of a sudden, about 6 weeks later, we see this mushroom coming up out the ground. We pick it up and put it in our mouth for food. Next thing you know, 45 minutes later, we having some experiences. Gia. Psychedelic Gospels. Yeah, boy. Yeah, they got the pictures and everything. So, and then it's been on ever since from there. So tonight I'm gonna be throwing the alley-oop to we incarnated on a planet. If we all one, then why that technology got to be separate from me? That's our problem when we let the mind. Here's how I look at it. The mind has 1,000 gates in it, just like in a prison. You know, a prison has all these gates, or a jail cell. And they'll be like, open gates 5 through 10. So it'll open up those gates. So that means 995 gates are still closed. Open up wing A. They're going to lunch. So they may open up 1 through 100. Boom, they're going to lunch. Or they may open up 1 to 333. So a third of the mind is open. Now y'all go to lunch. Now they finish and come back, go back into your cell. Open up 334 to 667. Now they go to lunch. Bam. But 2/3 stay locked up. They can't have them all in there together. Then they come back from lunch. Then they open up 668 to 1000. Open up those gates. Well, the entheogens and the psilocybin says open up all the gates at one time. And it's just you and your, as I just experienced recently, somebody, their feedback was it's just you and your issues. Right. It's just you and your issues. Also, I ain't really recommending like don't run up on the mushrooms any kind of way, because the way that you run in, the way that you start off is they're gonna be like, they're gonna greet you the way you came in there. So if you came in there with a bunch of anxiety and a bunch of fear, they're gonna greet you with that. They're gonna definitely holler. But if you come in there relax, you know what I'm saying, chilling, not mean mugging, relaxing and leaning into it, they're gonna greet you like that, and you're gonna be like, what's up? And I know you keep saying, why did you keep using the word they? You'll see for yourself if you ever go through there. Yeah, earthlings are so shallow, the God said. Dewan Tarpley says, the earthlings are so shallow. What up, Team Gemini? So I'll see y'all tonight at 8 o'clock. The phone number is 917-889-3803. There'll be a flyer on my Instagram and everywhere else. I'm going to download this video, put it on YouTube, and then I'll see y'all tonight at 8 o'clock. What was the best part of this that you could use today? Right now in your life, what was the big piece of this that you caught that you could use right away. And also on a scale of 1 to 10, how was this share? You know, if you give me something closer to 10, I can keep dropping these shares. If you come down with like 3 2s and 1s, that means you don't want to hear Coach doing this no more. What up, Miss White? So, yeah, what was the big thing that you took this evening, took to this afternoon? Shakira says all of it. LOL. Well, that's wonderful. What up, Karen? Peace, Roy. What up, Kiara? All right. Found you in peace, and I'm going to leave you in prayer. Anabakoa, Gidjalakimenka, Tatia Tezara, Kabel Renat, Amcha Sagvanu, Taharanu Nara, Naagibor, the Shay Yakadeka, Kabava Shamran, Barkum Taram, Rakame, Tazika Taker, Tamid Gamlin, Kasim Kadosh, Bararu, Tufka, Nahela Taker, Akid Gale, Chapanez, or Craig Katushka Taker, Shavatanu Kabel, Ushma, Tazakatanu, Yodea Talamot, Barukshim, Kavo Makuto, Alam Vaed. Big shouts out to my folks over there in Let's Talk Magic and Trill Alchemy, like Interdimensional Travel. And you talking about doing rituals and real magic, like superior, what Baba said, legitimate magic. You start dealing with these psilocybin, you start dealing with legitimate magic. Okay, yeah. There was a movie called Limitless. There was Lucy. All of those things talking about expanding your consciousness and all of that. But we come right back to this reality, like, no, we can't do it. We're gonna talk about that more this evening. All right, appreciate y'all, and we gonna holla. Peace.